First I started off smoking weed, and then I got put on probation, so I didn't want to get drug tested, so I started drinking alcohol.
I grew up living with my great-grandmother and my great-grandfather. He passed away whenever I was 7. Then my grandmother started getting sick and she got dementia whenever I was 11, about to turn 12. I moved in with my dad. And not too long after I moved in with my dad, my mom ended up passing away.
Before I got here, I would go to school, but at the same time I wasn't bringing no backpacks or anything. Or I go to school one day, skip the next day, skip 2 days or something like that, then go back to school.
I was hugely dependent on drugs. Like, I was addicted to methamphetamine, I was addicted to cocaine, and I was addicted to Xanax bad for a good large months of my life, for about 4 months. And my sisters even were scared that I was gonna hurt them.
I'm thinking of a young man that came to us. He was angry. The mom and dad split up. He was mad at the world. He would hit things and busted up a door, busted his knuckles up. And after about a couple months, we had to get him to just trust us a little bit, okay? And then we also emphasized to him that we are here. We have the capacity to handle whatever it is that you're going through. We're gonna be here. We're gonna love you and care for you no matter what.
These are children without proper guides. Children who are lacking the guide that was supposed to be God-given. They have lacked that God-given guide, those parents that are so important and vital to a kid's development. Tennessee Children's Home began as Tennessee Orphans Home in 1909 in Murray County, Tennessee. Now, under the name of Tennessee Children's Home operates out of 4 different locations throughout the state of Tennessee. Still here in Murray County, in Knoxville, Tennessee, in Henderson, Tennessee, and also in Clarksville, Tennessee. From the beginning, Tennessee Children's Home was set out to help those who lacked the guidance that they needed through their parents.
I've never really known my dad. He's been in prison for my whole life, but he got out when I was 13, and for like a month we were bonding and everything, and he got sent back to prison.
Our Spring Hill campus serves 32 kids on campus in a residential setting, also providing education, spiritual needs such as taking these kids to church, providing them with access to Bible studies and mentors who can guide them along the path that they want to go on. Our Knoxville campus serves 16 kids in a residential manner. Knoxville campus is in the Carnes community, right outside of Knoxville. Our Henderson campus serves 24 kids on campus in a residential setting, and it's just outside of the city of Jackson, Tennessee, in the western part of the state. Our Clarksville campus is a little bit different. It serves our displaced families, but it also encompasses our independent living program. The independent living program is designed for kids who age out of foster care and have nowhere to go. It's designed for kids to have a place to live, that they can be independent, they can get in school if they so choose, they can get a job. Displaced families is perfect for single mothers, single fathers, families who just need a transition period.
The challenge is trying to find a way to help them get those unmet needs met the proper way. They come here with those unmet needs, and we try to help them by equipping them with life skills.
These kids have been through a lot. These kids have situations that you and I may have never dreamed of having in our lives, and yet here they are at a young age dealing with these situations.
And then they come here with a lot of low self-esteem. We try to work on that, getting them to believe that they're enough and their self-worth, how important that is, and trying to help them understand that that's an inside job. Believe that you're worth something.
One of the differences that sets Tennessee Children's Home apart is that these kids get to come in and they get to live with a family a family that's structured a little bit differently than what they may be used to. And what that means is they have to be a part of that family.
Some of the kids sometimes say, hey, you know, we never sat down as a family and ate together. We never sat down as a family to pray together.
I start my day waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I do chores, I eat breakfast, and then I line up for school. I go to school and I have a schedule, like the classes I go to each day, and then when I get home, I go to room time, and then come out of room time, do my chores.
And it was really talking to Mr. Doug, my house parent, and Miss Rose, that I learned that they do care about me. And the only reason they're in this job, they don't care about the money, they care about helping people and putting their life on track.
Mr. McCune has made an impact on my life by pointing it out to me straight, like just laying it on the table, telling me what my problems is, how I could work on them, laying it out to me, just putting it all out in my face so I could look at it.
A lot of these kids, you know, they are only reacting or acting based upon what they saw. They've never seen a family unit where husband, wife, or even kids in that family, how they interact. Now, sometimes, even with my wife and I, they need to see how, when we do disagree, how we respond, okay? I have to sometimes say, I'm sorry, okay? They never seen that. So we got to model that.
You'll hear from stories of these kids who will tell you they were on the wrong path. They were on a bad path, is what they would say. And it's amazing to get to watch the transition of these kids coming in, to see where they are, to watch the program that we have in place make an effect on their life. And ultimately, we believe that the scriptures have an effect on their life. And when that happens, it's amazing to see that transformation.
They just taught me a lot of life lessons, helped me get a better morality, and helped me get closer to God too. Because here at the children's home, we get the opportunity to go to church 3 times a week. And back home, I didn't really have the opportunity to do that too much. So since I've been here, I've been able to get a closer relationship with God.
I feel like the main thing they helped me with, and I'm so grateful, I'll always be grateful, was God, was being able to find God, have Jesus in my life, and be able to get eternal salvation.
Imagine getting the opportunity to take care of a child who has never had any experience in a spiritual realm. They've never had the opportunity to hear what the gospel says and how it can help them. That's the consistency that we want to have here at Tennessee Children's Home. So in addition to being a part of that family and getting that spiritual emphasis that we want to put on their lives, they have an education piece that they get to take part in.
Before I got here, I didn't really care about school much at all. Since I've been here, they gave me like a lot of opportunities to work on like my GPA.
I just finished world history, which I got good grades right now, all B's and A's.
And here, all the classes were self-paced, so it was how fast I could get the work done. And I knew I could get the work done really fast, so I kind of took it as far as I could, really. I wanted to learn as much as possible.
What I plan to do is, when I leave Tennessee Children's Home, is getting a job and just continuing my education.
Goes up to 240, so we're going to torque this at 140 foot-pounds.
Our automotive maintenance program will equip kids with skills that when they leave here, they can have one up when it comes to trying to get into a technical school or trying to get a job. They'll get to work with vehicles, they'll get to work on the tires, they'll get to change the brakes, they'll get to change oil. Learning a lot of these skills that they otherwise wouldn't have had is a great benefit to our education program. So here's some ways that you can help Tennessee Children's Home. Of course, you and or your congregation could help support us monetarily, as we need funds to help keep this place running, to help provide for the needs of these children and their families. Other ways that you can be involved is you can provide for our pantry fill-up. We need to keep all of our campuses' pantries stocked so that all the houses have the food that they need. Collectively, our campuses are serving over 100 kids a day, and that does not include the house parents that take care of these kids each and every day. Another way you can be involved is if you want to be a mentor. If you'd like to help us Get involved in these kids' lives. Come visit them on campus. Come be a part of what we're doing here. Reach out to us and see what that process looks like.
Have a great race this morning, guys.
We have several runs each year. One, the Pathways 5K in Knoxville, and the Turkey Burn in Spring Hill, Tennessee. Those are opportunities for you to be involved with those events. We have golf tournaments in each section of the state. If you just want to really be a part of this work and be an employee of Tennessee Children's Home, you have the opportunity to do that. Please look on our website, TennesseeChildren'sHome.org, and we have employment opportunities there. We have opportunities often for house parents, for teachers, for folks who are interested in working directly with kids who are in need. Ultimately, something everybody can do to help our work is to offer prayers on our behalf. Prayers on behalf of the staff, prayers on behalf of the kids that we serve. Pray for these kids that they would be able to be impacted by the work that we're doing at Tennessee Children's Home. And pray for our staff that they would be there to listen and to provide the needs that these kids have.